Hello everyone and welcome to The Good Old Gamer, the channel where we cut through the marketing BS, take a look at new and old technologies, and figure out what makes the most sense for you. Alright, so this is going to be another video where we're going to be talking about BS. Now, if we thought that my BS-o-meter went off last video, which it did, this is another one that just is mind-blowing. It's like one shot after another. This just keeps on coming. It's a little ridiculous at this point. All right, if you guys haven't seen, Hardware Unboxed posted this on their YouTube channel, and apparently they're no longer going to be sampled by Nvidia. Now, what I find kind of interesting is, unless your editorial direction decides to change. And this is literally what I was talking about in last week's video. So if you haven't seen that, go back and check that video out, where Steve kind of alluded to the fact that there's some funny business going on behind the scenes for tech reviewers, and then a week and a half later, then this happens to them. Coincidence? Maybe. So I went ahead and I actually reached out to Steve myself. He said that they're going to go ahead and put out some more information here next week or something. Obviously, with Cyberpunk coming out, we know that Steve's doing like a gajillion GPU benchmark. Honestly, that's what I was doing as well. I have a few benchmarks that I'm going to be doing, kind of a different angle. We're going to be taking a look at 2020 games. So the latest and greatest games on the RX 580, how those perform. I'm going to be checking out DLSS with the RTX 2060 and all that kind of stuff. So this came out of nowhere. This is a very impromptu video, and I just wanted to get this out there that obviously the whole realm of tech reviewers is much worse off than we were all anticipating. To me, this really exemplifies everything that I was talking about in that video. A lot of you guys were like, oh, you're just being worrisome and that stuff's never really going to happen. Well, guess what? A week later, it's actually happening to one of the most reliable tech tubers there are. I mean, to me, Steve is the gold standard and everybody else has to live up to that measure. Literally, my last video was ripping into a very large YouTuber, and yeah, I mean, your guys' reaction to that was actually kind of mixed. Regardless, the whole industry is definitely going to be in some sort of civil war if things like this continue to happen. And I was hoping to try to prevent that by getting the information out to you guys and you guys letting these companies know, hey, we support these creators, especially the ones that are brutally honest. And if Nvidia has their way, they're just going to keep muscling people around. Now, Steve isn't overly concerned. He has all sorts of avenues. You guys do support him very well. Obviously, he's doing well with the Patreon. He's got AIB partners that'll usually help him out. When this happened about 2 years ago with the RTX 2060, ironically enough, the RTX 3060 is about to come out, and then they pull this crap again. I don't know. Maybe they just don't want to give him 60 class cards. Maybe that's the case. I don't really know, but I did a video on that 2 years ago. If you haven't seen that, you can check that one out as well, because it looks like history's repeating itself. But regardless, he was able to get his hands on an AIB model, so it really wasn't the end of the world. To me, the bigger picture here is Steve's in a good spot. He's established, he's been in the industry for a long time. He'll survive. What about smaller YouTubers or new creators or people that just can't afford to buy all of these GPUs? What's going to happen to their channels if they don't go editorially in the way that Nvidia wants them to? Nvidia clearly is muscling around with people, and honestly, you can see from some of the AMD reviews, like the one that I pointed out in the last video, they will sample people that are not going to give them favorable reviews. Not saying that's the best marketing move in the world, but at least they're kind of more genuine about it. Now, obviously, they only have 20-ish% of the GPU market, so maybe they have to be a little bit more generous. Nvidia is obviously market leader, have all the mind share and whatever in the world, so I guess they feel like they can do whatever the hell they want. And now they're acting like it. So, yeah, I guess we're going to have to wait and see, get more information from Steve and Tim next week on this. I'm sure they'll probably do like a Q&A type of thing and give us some more information, and we'll talk more then. But to any of you guys out there that just thought I was sounding the alarm and just being alarmist about this kind of stuff, no, this is happening, and it's happening to one of the best reviewers that are out there right now. So, and if you don't think that this could happen to your favorite creator, Maybe your favorite isn't Hardware Unboxed. Maybe you prefer GN, Gamers Nexus over there. If you don't think GN Steve could be hit with something similar to this, you're out of your mind. The only person I think that might be immune is Linus, because he's so big. The channel is so big and he reaches so many people that if he made a stink, that would be really, really bad press. But outside of Linus, pretty much anybody I think is fair game. So anybody that you like and that you trust in the review space, if Nvidia can muscle them around, can you really trust what they're saying? And this really diminishes the review process and the trust of the viewer in the person actually giving them information. So I don't know, guys. I really don't know if there's an answer to this. Sorry, I'm kind of losing my voice. I don't have a drink down here. I just wanted to record this really fast. But I really don't have a solution, because it's either you guys have to directly support, or the creators have to be at a certain point where they can just do it anyway and skate on by, kind of like what Hardware Unboxed will probably end up doing. But for new guys out there, you're basically screwed. It's either do what Nvidia wants or else. And I just don't think, 10, 20 years from now, if we continue down this path, obviously you're just going to be fed commercials over and over and over again. And do we really want that? I don't really know what the answer is, guys, but I want to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you like videos like this, please smash that like button. This needs to get spread across the internet. We need to let Nvidia know that this crap is not okay. And if I have to, I'm going to do more videos like I did in the last one. And I'm going to have to call out this kind of nonsense. And if that's what the channel becomes, basically a review of reviewers, so be it. But somebody needs to push back against this. And the only way that that's going to have any effect is if a large majority of people do so. And I think a lot of the community will probably rally behind Steve and Tim. They do great work. Everybody seems to like them because they are so neutral or unbiased as much as possible that they don't take a real hardline stance unless something's completely crap. And, they'll give anything the benefit of the doubt until they're proven wrong. So I think most people out there will rally behind them, but we really need to show Nvidia that this isn't cool. And a great way of doing that is showing YouTube that you guys like these videos, so they'll share it and promote it. So then basically YouTube will be fighting against Nvidia for us by getting this video out there. Best way to do that, smash the like button, subscribe button, and comment in the comment section below. Thank you all for your support, and that's really all I got for you here today. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.